Peter is a greedy capitalist. Peter runs a rat farm in the basement. He charges the rats exorbitant rent every month. However, since the basement never gets sunlight, there has been no harvest for several consecutive months. The rats plead for a few more days, but Peter says they can repay their debts in other ways.
Oh, please, Senor, not my beloved.
It is for the children.
Peter has recently become obsessed with adult novels. He not only reads them but also often writes his own stories. The words he writes can quickly capture others' interest. At night, after listening to his stories, Louis feels like the protagonist in the tales. Peter is truly talented in writing novels. Louis suggests that Peter borrow some money from his father-in-law, Carter, to invest in novel publishing. But Carter knows Peter very well. He says, "I only have $5 in my pocket, and it's in a jar filled with wire. There's no way I'm investing $1 billion.
Ow! Ow! Why do you keep these things together?
With the help of his father-in-law Carter, Peter successfully prints and sells 10 copies of his novels. As time goes by, he creates multiple versions of his novels and climbs onto the best-seller list, selling each book for $10. Soon, many people come to ask for his autograph. Some people even listen to Peter's novels while driving. Overcome by emotion, they lose control of the steering wheel, causing car accidents. The accident victims hired a lawyer to sue investor Carter, claiming that the accident occurred because they listened to the novels sponsored by Carter and demanding huge compensation. Facing such accusations, Carter is prepared. However, the lawyer finally manages to get out of the predicament and sues Carter in return. Overnight, Carter goes from being the richest man to a homeless person. His house is seized, and his wife leaves him for another old man. Helplessly, Carter has to live at his daughter's house. Accustomed to a wealthy life, he is very uncomfortable without servants. Peter tells Carter that ordinary people usually take public transportation. After a day of experiencing it, Carter decides that the life of ordinary people is not good at all. The buses are smelly and hot, and you have to wait in line to go to the movies. Carter's words make Peter realize that his own life also has many drawbacks.
Carter, hand me my thinking grenades.
Peter is used to thinking about problems while holding a hand grenade. After thinking it over, he decides to start a business with Carter. They believe that if they want to get rich, they should start by making small amounts of money. So Peter distracts Louis at home, while Carter takes the opportunity to steal Louis's wallet. With their first pot of gold, they buy tea and resell it to Megan at a high price.
What the hell was that for?
Now we have the pot and the money.
After that, Peter and his father-in-law Carter tried many industries. They make movies, engage in other businesses, and even star in a film about a bisexual father-son relationship. But Carter thinks these ways of making money are too slow, so he decides to look for faster ways to get rich with Peter. The two of them go to the train station wearing masks, planning to rob passengers. However, when they see how badly the train station is doing, almost on the verge of going out of business, they feel pity. In the end, they are criticized and educated by train attendants and even have to pay for the tickets they didn't buy. Carter feels extremely desperate, thinking his life is over. But at this moment, Carter's wife changes her mind. She tells Carter that she has tricked the old man out of all his property, and the two of them become rich again.
All right, buddy, we did it. We're rich.
We? Go to hell, you fat peasant.
Aw, crap.